Corey. Wow, 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 wow. Corey. Wow, 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 yeah. Corey. Sit and share with Corey and Wawa. They been cool since high school and will remain best friends to the end. Hey Wawa, hey Corey. Chill for a while with Corey and Wawa. Corey. Wow, 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 wow. Best friend. Corey and Wow, 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 wow. Corey. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah. Corey.
Greetings, my earthlings. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Greetings, everyone who's in the chat. Tiff, Anthony.
Hi, everyone.
Sheldon. What's up? What's up?
What's up?
Thank y'all for tuning in to this live stream. I am your host, Corey, and this is my lovely co-host tonight, Wawa, the bestie. And tonight we will be discussing, if you can already tell by the title, we're going to be discussing a few things. We are going to be discussing the MJ movie, the Michael Jackson movie. Kind of want to get into that, as well as Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson. We definitely want to go over that. I think I might go over that first because I feel like we're going to be diving super deep into MJ. It's a lot to unpack with that movie. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start with Megan Thee Stallion first. So let me go ahead and bring her up real quick. Her and Klay. Wawa, you got anything to add while I'm pulling this up?
No, I'm excited. I wanted to fit the theme tonight, take it back to the 70s.
Okay.
With my little shirt and my little, and then my curtains. So I was like, yeah.
Oh, we got a different setup. Okay, I just noticed.
I do.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you for the super chat. You're late. No, not really. In Corey's world, you're probably on time because I'm always the late one, but you're just a few minutes. We're just getting started here. So we're going to talk about Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion really quick before we hop into the whole MJ movie and everything. Let me see if I can pull up their picture. Let me do this. There we go. Okay, there we go. We got Klay right here and Meg. Boom. Okay, there we go. So let's get into Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion.
All right.
Oh, I just want to get into them really quick because they are kind of like a trending topic right now. A lot of people are noticing that they're also moving on differently. If y'all don't know who this is, Klay Thompson, obviously, he's an athlete. He's a basketball player. And Megan Thee Stallion is a rapper. And she also had a lot of controversy that went down in her past, as far as with her and a lot of things, honestly, with Megan Thee Stallion. She done been feuding with a lot of people. Her and Nicki Minaj, her and Tory Lanez, that whole situation, that whole debacle. What's going on, Crystal's World? What's up, Levi? Greetings, y'all in the chat. If y'all just not coming in. Greetings, Lafita. How are you? I appreciate you for coming through. So yeah, a lot of things has happened in Megan Thee Stallion's past that kind of a lot of people judge her for. And then so when we saw that she got in this relationship with Klay, we were kind of like, OMG, like this could be it. At least that's what I thought. I'm like, okay, this could be it. This could be.
They were cute.
You said they were cute?
They were cute.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, Klay Thompson wasn't necessarily
Cute.
I don't want to say cute. He just wasn't
attractive.
Yeah, he wasn't as attractive as I would think Megan would go for, but neither was Tory Lanez. You know, Partisan was okay. Partisan would be more so, he was just a little lame to me, my personal opinion. But
I don't even know who that is.
that was the last guy who she was with, Partisan. That was the last guy. That was a whole controversial thing too between them.
Really?
When they broke up. Yeah, because he basically on the same lines as Klay. He got cold feet. He couldn't take it. The whole trial that happened between the state versus Tory Lanez and her. When that went down, I think that Partisan just couldn't take it. And then based upon Megan's dating reputation, I think he kind of let social media get to him.
Damn.
And then on top of that, he was caught cheating. Well, I don't want to say caught, but he was cheating on her as well.
Why does everybody want to cheat on Megan?
I don't know. I do not know. So he was cheating on her as well. So that was that relationship. So when she got with Klay, everybody was like, this is a good look for her. Like, okay, he was perceived as this, oh, he's like a nice guy.
Because I didn't know anything about him.
I didn't know. That's what a lot of people are saying. A lot of people are saying they didn't really know too much about Klay until Megan. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie. Klay looks kind of lame. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He doesn't really look like, you know, her speed. But
it looks like your typical Aquarius speed.
What that mean? You gonna have to elaborate on that one.
Well, I feel like a lot of Aquarius just do not go for like.
Hello.
You're like typical, like attractive guy. It's kind of like they have more so a better personality or things that they can like show up for you, like how they show up for you. I feel like they show up better, like as far as y'all go for people who will more so share your same love language or their character. Okay, actually, it's a sound. Okay, I just y'all don't go for the typical attractive partner. I will say, I just feel like oftentimes y'all could do better. Looks wise, you know, that's just me. But also, I'm an Aquarius moon, so I do the same.
Okay, I'm just saying, you know.
I do the same. You
know. Speak for yourself. Anyway, but no, I get what you're saying. Because when we touch on MJ, I definitely want to talk about Lisa Marie Presley and Michael Jackson's their union when they were together, and that was an odd pair as well. But Michael Jackson was a good-looking guy. You know, before you know, all of the
before and after.
Yeah, before and after. Before all of the different facial whatever. I don't want to just say surgeries because he also had vitiligo too, but before all of the changes happened, he was definitely good looking, very, very good looking for a very long time. But we will get into that. So I will agree with you to a certain point when it comes down to what Aquarius women go after, so to speak. I think she definitely was thinking like, okay, personality. Let me go for that. He's giving like he's a nice guy. Like he's
like a golden retriever.
I feel like you heard somebody say that on social media.
No, I did not. Because he does. He looks like your typical golden retriever type of guy.
When you started using that? When you start saying golden retrieval?
Whoa. Whoa, calm down. calm down.
When you started using that?
I say it loosely. I don't, it's not something that's, first of all, I don't date a lot. So I can't say, oh, I'm dating like a little golden retriever guy. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't be heavily involved in people's relationships like that. I'd be like, oh, He's a golden retriever type of style, or apple dog, It's just a way to describe a man who at the end of the day is a dog. Roof, roof.
I've heard a lot of people recently start saying that online, so it's kind of crazy that you're saying that now. But yeah, he just looks like just not the typical guy who we would think Megan would be.
You get on my nerves.
I'm sorry. I just started hearing that. So anyway, but yeah, he doesn't look like the typical guy. So again, a lot of people is kind of praising Meg and Clay's relationship, thinking like, okay, she finally has a solid guy. He doesn't look like he would cheat. He doesn't look like he's with any BS. She was showing off their relationship, and they were together for what, almost, it hasn't even been a year yet. Which sucks. I'm like, dang, they couldn't. A lot of relationships barely make it to a year anymore, especially celebrity relationships, especially that. And I'm like, dang, we was kind of feeling happy for her, and then all of a sudden they broke up. They all of a sudden broke up. Chat, if y'all in the chat, what do y'all think about Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion's relationship and with them breaking up? Let me know in the chat below if y'all have anything to add to this discussion. I didn't want to stay on it too long because I definitely want to get into the MJ movie, and hopefully it's not a spoiler to those who have watched it, but
I just feel like, I know you asked in the chat, but while they're gathering their thoughts, I feel like we're just in this with relationships not lasting long. I feel as though because the men are not the men we once knew. And I feel like it's the humble season for men to humble women. Like, I don't understand it in no way, shape, or fashion, but I just feel like men just want to humble women, especially powerful women, because you got Megan, who already got herself together. She got all these stats, everything just going for her. And then you got Lil Ugly. He said, okay, I'm not
Lil Ugly.
Sorry, he Lil Ugly. He got this mask on, like portraying himself to be something that he's not. So that way he can, continue to date her. They done got a house. He named a boat after her. They say, introducing to the family, really getting acclimated with his family, and knowing that she doesn't have a family and whatnot, per se, with everything that has happened with her parents and all, which I think her mom passed in May, which it sucks because it's like,
around the same time. I didn't know that. Oh yeah, so she's probably dealing with a lot right now. She also didn't catch a break,
and which is sad because she was doing Moulin Rouge on Broadway, and she just decided to quit the show 3 weeks early.
I noticed that.
Which is so sad because you got Mother's Day coming up, her mom's birthday, and then you got this Nickelodeon done cheated. It's like, really? Really? And I just feel like, I don't know, he has some type of ulterior motive, because it's like, how do you cheat on someone who has their life together? Someone as bad as Megan, you know what I'm saying? Someone who, I don't get it. And I feel like it was just another way to try to humble her. And I feel like that's what a lot of men are doing these days. So, trifling.
I think Megan is a lover girl, and they want to make her a hoe so bad. I think she truly is just a lover girl. She really wants to be in a relationship. And I know she had her fun moments, but I think the fun moments was her acting out because her parents had passed away. When you don't have that guidance, then you gonna go wild out. Everybody had their little moments where they just hanging out, wilding out, what have you. And I'm not sure I ain't trying to count how many bodies she actually had, but she has been talked to a lot of men in the industry besides the Tory Lanez. I think Moneybags Yo, what's that? G.E. What's his name? G-Eazy, the little white rapper guy. She been tied to a lot of people. The Baby. That was her work husband, if you will, because they always would collaborate together. So I
think she was also attached to Trey Songz.
Ugh. Trey Songz.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're right. Yes, I remember it was a little video clip of them. You are so correct. I do remember. It's coming back to me. It was a clip of them in a club together. I do remember that. Yeah, so she's been tied to a lot of people, and it really sucks because you have people like Klay or people like Partisan Fontaine, her ex prior to Klay, that probably they look at that and like, oh well, dang, she got to be a hoe. I don't want to wife that up. I'm like, dang, that sucks.
But they're still wifing up Kim Kardashian.
I mean, that's different. I mean, Kanye West. Who else done wiped up Kim? Reggie. Was it Reggie Bush? Who?
No, I'm saying like I feel like I don't want to wife a hoe or whatever. I feel like that's just an excuse.
I don't know. A lot of these men have not been married and seem like they don't plan on being married either. So I don't know, man. I have no idea. They be hoes too. That's the crazy thing about it.
Ho, Merry Christmas.
They're all bums to me. I know that's right, Shell. There's still some good men out here. There's still some good men. What do y'all think? Do y'all think all men cheat? And do y'all think athletes are I believe athletes are gonna cheat, unfortunately. That's just I don't really know too many athletes who don't cheat.
Baseball players.
Okay, baseball players, you might got a little chance with a baseball player. I'm not gonna lie. Basketball and football, I don't think you got a chance.
Soccer.
If I ever Okay, soccer. We'll give it to the soccer guys. If I ever was to date a basketball player or a football player, I already know I'm doomed. Hey. Oh Lord, yeah.
I wouldn't even do it.
No.
But isn't Coco Jones dating a basketball or engaged to a basketball player?
He is, which was one of his teammates that I did not know, and I found that out just recently.
And he dated Coco.
Dated Coco
and
Jones.
Cheated. That junk is just a habitual cheater.
It's always the guys that's like that perceives as to be like this good guy. It's always those. Them be the worst because they'll blindside you.
It's always the ugly ones too.
Always. Oh my gosh. I got story times for days about the booger wolves that I done gave a chance, and then they be they be worse than the guys who you think like.
It's like, well, I might as well get with a fan,
Right, because I'm like, okay, I don't finally get, okay, let me give you a little chance. We're going to start talking, and then you start acting crazy. And I'm like, yeah. And then they be having the worst attitudes. I guess when you ugly, you always mad, huh?
You mad, huh?
You going to be mad if you look like that. But yeah, to be honest, if I can like go down memory lane, any guy that I did not initially find attractive, and when I decided to give them a chance, they turned out to be worse than the good-looking guys who I've dated. I'm like, you are worse than them. Like, why are you so like? Oh my goodness. People need time to heal and take time to get to know a person, or jumping from person to person without getting to know a person. How many times you said persons, B-Dub? I appreciate that though. Without getting to know a person, if you don't. Is going to keep happening. No, that's a fact though. And I think that's another thing about Megan Thee Stallion. I feel like she should have kind of just at the party, I think she should have took a break. Honestly, after Tory Lanez.
How long has it been since she's been with someone or partying?
You said what now?
What's the timeline from party to him?
A few months. I know it wasn't no year.
Really?
Yeah, probably like a few months. Maybe a few months to maybe. I feel like a year. It wasn't no more than a year, if that. I don't know. I'm gonna raise a question to you guys in the chat. What's a good time frame for you to heal? Unless before you move on to a different relationship, unless there is no certain timeline, because everyone heals differently,
I know it took my mom like 6 years. After my dad passed, it took her 6 years to finally be like, okay, I want to date somebody.
Why are the men so happy that Klay Thompson has?
It's so weird.
I want to know, like, what are y'all thoughts? This is a PR stunt to improve Megan's reputation. Some people have said that. I have heard that narrative as well. I don't think so. I think she was in love. Look at how sad she is that they done broke up. She was in love.
That don't make sense.
They would, because of her reputation. I could see that making sense, but I don't think that's the case. I thought Klay was better than that. Ooh, y'all just want to hate. Y'all just don't like Megan. Megan isn't that innocent at all.
How he was better than that when he been cheating?
Hold on. I want to address Unique Black. Megan in this relationship, I believe, was completely innocent. Now, in all her other ones, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure she had a part to play far as the toxicity. But I think when she's in a relationship, even when she was in a relationship with Party, she was, as far as I know, there wasn't any cheating allegations on her end. There was cheating allegations on Party's end and on Klay Thompson's end and on Tory Lane's end. But I feel like when she was with Tory, that was just a whole mess to begin with. Both of them was probably just wilding. Some of them make money off the divorces, I feel. What you mean? Who makes money off the divorce? There isn't a timeline. Everyone is different. Yeah, I agree with that, Sheldon. Her track record speaks for itself. What about y'all track record?
Thank you.
Track record? I guess it, and I'm not saying men can be like women. I disagree with that. I mean, women can be like men. I don't, as a woman, I wouldn't want to be anything like that as far as having a whole bunch of different guys. Corey, check out the comment from Unique Black. Which one was it? The one I just went over? I'm happy because Megan ain't right at all. Y'all gonna have to elaborate why she ain't right. At least a year. Okay, a year.
I like a year.
I feel like a year is a start. I feel like a year plus. Yeah. I feel like a year plus is good. If she was sad, she would have kept it private. She went straight to the internet. Now that saying Kong Chong, if I said your name correctly, I agree with that. But you know what? Because celebrities, they live on social media. That was her way to vent. She has nobody to go to, honestly, but the internet, if you think about it. But I agree. With that particular breakup, I probably would have just not said nothing either, but I think that was her way of exposing him because she was probably shocked, like, shoot, I gotta let the people know about this one because I'm not believing this. Go up higher court. Okay, I'm gonna go back and look at it. You read what you saw. I mean, yeah. The men too, because he was cheating, right? So you mean Klay gonna read what he saw, right?
So he cheated on every woman he's been with. He's cheated on. Now he don't want to be monogamous or whatever.
Right. So y'all didn't say that when he cheated on Coco Jones or the woman before that. Why y'all didn't give him a pat on the back then?
Men love.
Was it good for Coco Jones? Coco Jones, who has no track record.
Men love to take up for men, no matter what they do. It's like men can never do no wrong in their eyes.
We're talking about Megan and Klay. This don't have anything to do with in general. This is about two individuals. When you include me, then it sounds personal. When I'm just voicing my opinion, we're not including. What are you talking about? Unique Black. What are you saying? Klay is a sniper. Okay. He didn't cheat on Coco Jones. So what happened?
He did.
Okay. Unique Black, I feel like you're probably the only person who's taking it personal. I don't think nobody else think that but you, Unique. I don't know. I don't know. Let me go back and read your first comment that Anthony said. I don't see how you think we taking it personal. I don't know Megan. I don't know Klay. What did I say so far that makes you think that I'm taking it personal or Wawa's taking it personal?
I'm just eating my nuts.
Okay.
Also, these things so good. This jalapeno lime.
Let me see. What did I say? Megan cheated first, then nobody aided anything about the chick that cheated on Kyrie Irving, but I'm going to be quiet on that. Well,
I know they're not talking about Kaylani. I know he ain't talking about Kaylani because it's been exposed.
I don't know. So that's who Kaylani was with, Kyrie?
Yes. And I really wish people would know the facts. First of all, the guy that she was with.
Hold on, real quick. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to address this. Y'all are making it about men in general. No, we're not. If we're going to use two individuals, we're going to use men and women as an example. I mean, we're gonna bring up other people. Honestly, you can't talk about a relationship with two people and not mention men and women. Honestly, I don't really get.
And it's the men being the most hateful.
Check her track record, and you said, "What's my track record?" Oh well, I mean, not yours. Did I say yours? I don't know. Okay, well, not yours. My bad. Hey host. Hey, greetings, Daniel. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Megan, okay, my bad, Wawa. I didn't mean to cut you off. My bad. Go back what you're saying.
No, I was just saying, I can't remember the guy who she was with, but I think he's like a celebrity as well, or he's an artist or somewhat. And basically, he was upset that she was dating Kyrie. So what happened was he posted an old photo of them in bed to make like she was cheating on him. And that's what kind of started this whole like thing. Like I think Kehlani, she was like suicidal at the time. It was a whole thing. And so basically, I think Kyrie ended up leaving Kehlani or something like that, or whatever the case may be. But the guy then later on was like, just kidding. After that, everybody done dragged Kehlani through the mud. And I think that was her last male relationship after that.
Hey Sheldon, it looks like that because y'all are in vertical. Go to the horizontal because you're gonna always see the pictures more than you would see us. So if y'all are, I look like most of y'all are in the vertical feed. Try to go to the horizontal feed because you'll be able to see everything. It's gonna cut us off, and you're gonna see mostly the picture of the people on the screen. Let me see. That's what you think, and whole time she was still involved with him. Who we talking about? Kyrie Irving and Kehlani?
Kyrie even came out and finally said something years later.
See, I'm not privy to their relationship.
That she wasn't. I love Kehlani, so I kind of kept up with it a little bit.
Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with that, but back to Klay and Megan because I want to briefly talk about them. Again, we're going to use men and women in general as examples as well, but I wanted to raise the question to y'all when it comes down to relationships, especially with athletes who you think they could be monogamous. And then using Megan Thee Stallion, her track record, I get it. I think the issue that most people are having, most women are having when it comes down to Kyrie is if you already knew her track record prior to getting with her, why even fully involve her in a relationship and then turn around and say, oh, you don't believe in monogamy? That's crazy. I feel like that's kind of crazy. I think that's the issue that most women are having. If you just date her, y'all just casually dating, that's different. But I feel like personally, if you allow a woman to be around your parents, cook, clean, y'all bought a house together.
A whole house.
That says a lot. It's like, I don't know. I'm going to ask you guys that question. As a man, would you buy a home with a woman, date her, and have her to meet your parents if you don't plan on taking her serious? It's a lot of athletes who have relationships. What kind of relationships? It's levels, though.
It's levels.
Let me see. I think 9% of celebrities are all around drama. Anything you have the conversation about them. Yeah, I mean, it's got some type of drama. That part. Let me see. Right, man. If she already know his track record, then why deal with him? But I don't think nobody really knew his track record.
And also
now what I will agree with Unique Black on, I will agree she should have did more research on Klay. She should have did more research on Klay before she got with him. What I think Megan Thee Stallion probably thought she was getting her a Russell Wilson.
Yes, or that people can change. Because they can.
I don't even think she even looked into his past, honestly. But I mean, I don't know. Hey guys, I was washing dishes. Okay. Thank you for coming back, Tiff.
My thing is this. Even if she did look into his track record, I don't know how long it's been since he's dated Coco or the other young lady who's an actress. I don't know, like, the time span. But if it has been some years, maybe people has changed. Maybe he presented to her like, hey, this is who I am. This is the type of person, like, I'm presenting to you as someone who has all of my stuff together. All of that other stuff was in the past, yada, 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 yada. Because obviously there's some type of change that took place where he was totally different from when they first started.
Yeah, I think that would probably be the only issue that most women are having with this particular relationship.
And
Like,
then a
why
lot of women can
invest?
relate.
Yeah, and a lot of women can relate to that because a lot of people are like, well, dang, why even waste time by doing that? And it's like,
Yeah.
Megan obviously wanted more, right? So even back to what Unique Black said, she should check his track record. So if they both don't have a good track record, then what does that say? Let me see. To have fun, nothing else maybe to change his mind. Everybody's entitled to change their mind, but I think it's kind of diabolical to do that, knowing
He
that
shouldn't
y'all.
cheat. He should have left her first.
Not even that. Don't get that girl all involved, knowing that you already knowing stepping into the relationship, and make your intentions clear. Hey, look, I like you, you like me, we both got a track record. I'm just trying to have fun. I think Megan the Stallion was really thinking that something was about to develop out of it.
But if you trying to have fun, why buy a house?
That's the crazy part. I mean, you can buy assets with other people, but I think it's rare that a man would do that with somebody he's just trying to have fun with. That's just me personally. Because most people want drama and are entertained by it. People as in fans, yeah. Light skinned dude, she thought he was going to help clean up her image too. Somebody else said that. Who said that earlier? Was it Unique Black? Somebody said that earlier.
That's
That they thought it was a PR relationship. Probably. You know what? And I could even go for that. I could honestly go for that. That's what I said. I think she thought that he was gonna be lame, maybe a Russell Wilson, maybe thinking like, oh, okay, I could have this type of guy, and I could go for that. I can call Megan Thee Stallion out on that. But I think once we invested a few months into this, we buying houses, then it's like, okay, he kind of serious. Okay, so this probably could be the one. Knowing whole time, you're a whole dog out here. Glorilla and
your dog, he a mutt.
I don't know none of who these people are. Why does Anthony say that on every live stream? You make it known, and we know you don't know none of these people, Anthony.
It's okay, Anthony.
Alvin Kamara is running back for the New Orleans Saints. T. Cooper used to play. Oh, okay. Michael a movie of the year. Okay, do you want to get into Michael?
Yeah, we can get into Michael.
We can get into Michael, yes. My bad, y'all. I wanted to briefly talk about Megan Thee Stallion. If y'all have not seen the MJ movie, I'm going to let y'all know right now. This might be a bit of a spoiler. Yes, Wawa, I am. So we're going to get into that topic. Michael movie part 2 on the way. I can't wait, Deep Sea. I absolutely cannot wait for it. I'm like I'm here for y'all or MJ. I'm here for y'all or MJ. Yeah. Biggest box office, biopic, success of all time. You think so? You really liked it, Deep Sea? I liked it too. We're gonna talk about it. I don't want to hear it. I'm going to see. Okay, well, all right, Unique Black. See ya. I'm here for y'all in my. Oh, okay. I figured that's what you were trying to say, Anthony. All right, let's go ahead and talk about MJ because I'm a little excited to talk about this. Are you, Wawa? How you feel about this movie?
First of all, I got this whole little jealous sucker.
Not a jealous sucker.
Jafar, that's Jafar face. And that's really
Jafar. Well, for those who don't know, Jafar is Jermaine Jackson's son, who played Michael Jackson. He did a very good job, but he looked like Jermaine, baby. That's all I saw.
When I tell you, that's the biggest critique I had about it. It took me in and out of the movie because I was like, oh my God, Jafar is like, from The Boys.
Yeah.
Essence, like, I think he did his uncle proud. But I can't help that this was the face the whole time in a wig.
Yeah, he's giving Jermaine for sure. He looked just like Jermaine. Yes, he embodied. Yeah, he did. He did a great job. Let me put them two side by side so y'all can kind of get an idea. Now, me and Wawa discussed this offline. he captured the essence. He definitely captured the essence of his uncle, but he didn't look like him to me. And I think it was hard for me to completely tap in because he didn't look like his, he didn't look like MJ. You know what I'm saying?
At all.
He did a great job capturing the essence. He did a great job capturing the dance moves, the voice. It almost scared me because I'm like, he sound just like Michael. And it had me to think too on certain songs. Did they use MJ's raw vocals? And I read somewhere that he sung some of them songs. Now I don't know how true that is, but
okay.
That he said he was singing some of them songs.
Okay. I have to look more into that.
Dynamite is dynamite.
I feel like for one, Michael has like those little cheeks, like kind of like mine a little bit. He doesn't have that. Jafar doesn't have that.
He doesn't, and I noticed when he had the makeup on for Thriller, I was like, something is like they got the makeup down just right, but it's something about the cheekbone area that's not hitting the same for me.
He got them cheekbones.
Okay, what is Will? It's about the man, not the myth, packed with topics, never boring, covering so many years, being extremely accurate. It's like kind of character study coming to, I agree with that, Willie. I definitely agree with that. It most definitely kind of, to me, in a nutshell, it felt like him showing his independence offside from the group and his dad and Joe Jackson. That's what the movie mostly gave me, to sum it up. His independence from the Jackson 5.
And a cute little concert.
Yeah, for sure. And a concert. Thank you for clearing that up as to why he was chosen. Oh yeah, nepotism for sure. It's definitely that. Coming of age story with personal topics. I agree, Willie. I definitely agree with that too. Because I do not think he looks like Michael. He doesn't. But Tiff, if you watch it, I don't know if you've seen it already. He did great with capturing the essence.
Oh my gosh,
His voice, he sounded. If you close your eyes, you like, is that Michael talking?
Yeah,
He did great with that. The dance moves, the body moves, the posture.
Also, certain times when his face was like to the side, he looked like Michael a little bit. And then when
I didn't agree with that. He didn't look like Michael like at all, in no way to me.
I did. I caught some little. It was quick. You had to be looking. It was quick, and it kind of took me. I was like, "Oh, is that no?"
Deep Sea says he agrees with you. He said he looks like him, especially during the Thriller era.
Definitely during the Thriller. The Thriller scene itself, I was like getting emotional.
Wait till part 2. I'm excited. And how long y'all think they're gonna make us wait for part 2?
Mike does have bigger eyes.
I think that could be an issue too. I think that's what was throwing me. I'm like, he don't got the eyes,
the eyebrows.
Yeah. Oh shoot, what did I do? Okay, there we go. Woo.
But they do have the same like chin to jawline ratio. Like that's the same, definitely.
Yeah, more or less.
But my favorite Michael Jackson of all time will be Big Homie, may he rest in peace, from An American Dream. I thought he looked
like Michael. He was close enough. I don't know if I 100% agree with that, because we haven't seen all the up and coming actors all over the world.
Look at the impersonations they got. People are literally surgically changing their face to look like Michael Jackson.
To look like Michael, and I've seen some impersonators that look like Michael more than Jafar.
Personally. No, yeah.
Let me see. Into more than I thought they would. Yeah, they did. They did. I agree. There were times when some people actually shed some tears. I agree. Listen, I rarely cry, like ever.
That is true.
I'm telling you, like when it's sad topics and stuff, it's rare that I get emotional, choked up. I was dang near teary-eyed. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I was like this in the movie theater. I was like,
not this.
Like that. Why they do Michael like that? All he want to do is play Twister. All he want to do is play
That
Twister.
scene broke me.
That scene broke me too.
Oh
I'm not
my
gonna
God.
lie. Spoiler if you ain't watch it. All he want to do is play Twister. Somebody said that when they said a National Something Day, they're gonna play Twister every day for his birthday.
Really?
They said they're just gonna make that a day. They was like, y'all know what? For Michael Jackson's birthday, we just need to all play Twister one day. I said, you know what? I would do. I'm gonna buy me a game.
I'm for that. I'm actually Twister sales about to go up.
Oh yeah, they are. They most definitely are.
You better get them now. They about to go up.
Okay. All he wanted to do was play Twister,
which is crazy.
Times when some people actually shed. Okay, I read that. It's the origin of MJ and his rise to becoming the king of music. I can go with that. Yeah. Somebody get Mr. Hands out of here because we're not gonna do that today. Mr. Handsome 95.
Must be another.
This isn't nepotism. He worked for 2 years before getting the role.
He did do that. I did read
go
that.
for that, but the fact that he was even considered. You get what I'm saying?
But also, okay, yes, nepotism played a role in it. But also think about Jermaine's other son who played Jermaine Jackson in American Dream. Now the family didn't like that he was chosen to play his father in American Dream, which heavily had to do with nepotism. But his mom said, first of all, we looked at all the people who auditioned. I even hired an actor a coach, an acting coach, to work with him. So he beat out the odds of the other people because he was working and he wanted to truly become his dad. So he worked for the role. Yeah, that nepotism got him in that door. But the acting chops is what got him the role.
I agree. He did good, especially for him not to be. He said he wanted to play golf. That's all he wanted to do. He never thought about doing anything in the acting world at all. I agree with that. But what I'm saying is I still think he was. Let's say there was another person who was up against the role. Like, I still think they was going to choose him regardless. And I think that has a lot to do with because he's family. It could. Who else auditioned for this role?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like they was gonna choose him regardless. He had to work for it. They weren't just gonna put him on screen and he was gonna not do well. He was gonna do well. He's gonna work for this, but I still think it's because of who he is. I cried today. Oh, Anthony, what you cry for? Did you watch some Michael Jackson old clips on MJ, or you cried about something else? I would have definitely played Twister. Listen, Deep Sea. The brothers made me so mad with it. I'm like, y'all ain't have to do MJ like that. I know y'all all grown.
We're talking about the brothers.
The brothers. Listen, they did not have to do MJ like that.
Didn't have to.
Cassie.
And the thing about it is, that's why also a lot of people think that he was on the spectrum and had autism because Michael wasn't necessarily good with social cues as far as like also reading the room and having a deep understanding of these people are really truly not for you right now. But my poor baby, I truly wish that I was there in that era. Because also, can we talk about these two as well? I'm just gonna bring them all out.
Look at her, she trying to stunt on a nigga. Look at her trying to break up all the vinyls.
Listen,
I sent you a link to a video today about people that worked on. Oh, really? Oh, shoot. Okay, I need to check it out. It wasn't for that. 100%. He was always going to get that role. That's what I feel like. Tiff is like, even he had to work obviously to make sure. Just like I don't know if y'all watch Power, but Lil Meech, who plays Big Meech. He was that role was for him. He worked. He's not an actor, but he had to work. Let me see. You mentioned autism. They think MJ was on the spectrum, but do you think it was autism or do you think it was Arrested Development?
I think it was a little bit of everything. And throwing some ADHD up in there. I can't see why. Oh, you need to see him again. I got you. Hold on, let's take a pause. Anthony want to see him.
Okay.
Boom.
Hold on, let me put Wawa on the screen. There we go.
Boom. Then we got. Boom. Boom.
Literally one of my favorite all-time albums of his. I know everyone loves Thriller, but I love Off the Freaking Wall. It's literally one of my faves.
Then we got Boom. Then we got this hating hussy.
Not hussy. Why you gotta be a hussy? Dangerous is better. You think so? I don't know. It's something about that.
I did love And Dangerous. Actually, I'm upset I don't have that album.
Dang. Yeah, it's something about the Off the Wall. I think I just listened to that a lot more growing up than I did his later albums, me personally. But yeah, let's get into this movie. So overall, Jafar captured the essence very well when it came down to his uncle, his late uncle, Michael Jackson. And you really got a chance to see how Michael was treated and why and how Michael became the Michael that he ended up being later on. And some of the moves that he made and some of the decisions that he made, you start to realize, oh, that has a lot to do with his upbringing. And I know we all already know about Joe Jackson, you know, and the beatings and all that other good stuff. And I think watching the movie The American Dream kind of brought that to light. But a lot of the psychological manipulative things that he did to not only Michael, but to all the children, all the Jackson kids, a lot of that.
But sometimes I think Michael got it the worst.
Yeah, he definitely got it the worst because he was the breadwinner. He was the moneymaker, and he made sure that he put the pressure on to Michael Jackson, even down to his looks when it came down to his appearance, his nose. It was so freaking sad. Now, what I recently just found out, which I did watch a documentary on when it came down to Mike, was the reason for his first rhinoplasty. They said because, according to documents or whatever, he broke his nose during rehearsal of I forgot what tour. Was it the Victory Tour or the Triumph? Something like that. One of their tours, he broke his nose during rehearsal. So that was the first reason of why he got the surgery done on his nose. And then the second surgery was to correct the first surgery because they messed up on his nose the first time. And then ever since then, he kind of just kept trying to get these corrections done, and the surgery just kept getting worse, worse, and worse.
So it wasn't more so because of the bullying that he received from his
no, I think that had a lot to do with it as well. But
it's probably like that excuse.
The combination.
Like, I got yeah.
That was his excuse.
His way out.
Mm-hmm. Like, I broke my nose. It's time to get, because if you think about it, all of the Jacksons got they nose done.
Not all of them.
Not all of them, but majority. The
majority is
the entertainers, the ones who went solo, Janet and Jermaine, and LaToya, the ones who branched out. They all got their noses done. So
I'm glad Tito kept his, and Jackie. And I think Marlon as well.
Jackie, I'm so glad. Jackie looks very good. Jackie looked very, very good for his age, for him to be the oldest brother. He looked very good. What does Omar look like now? Omar?
Who is Omar?
Omar? Who is that? MJ got it the hardest, but Marlon got it the most. I agree. Even that came out of Michael Jackson's own mouth. He said that Marlon got the most whoopings. But Michael Jackson, which was so heartbreaking, he was like, Michael Jackson said he would run. Michael Jackson said when Joe came with that belt, he go to running. He said, but boy, when he caught me, man, he said when he caught me, it was the worst. It was the worst. And it probably was the worst because he made Joe run. Joe, you got to run to get them kids. He probably was really frustrated.
Joe was a nasty nigga. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he was. He was.
He was nasty.
The psychological manipulation that he played on all his children really sucked. What was he rehearsing? Boxing? Like what was you doing, Mike? That made that.
Well, Mike.
I don't know how true that is. I feel like
Mike had to be a perfectionist. So I feel like maybe he spent a little too hard or playing
What he
around.
fell on? What you think he fell on, child?
Maybe he fell
And that it specifically hit his nose. That's what I said. I don't know
on the
how
ground.
that is. You know.
On the ground.
You gotta remove the cartilage from the dead tissue due to the lupus. MJ had a lot of personal health. He did. I don't remember lupus being on one of them though, but
Same.
he did. I didn't hear that mentioned out of all the interviews I watched. I so love them. Yes. Lafita, did you watch it? There are gonna be a few spoilers in here.
I remember Hetty.
Oh, who is that? I'm not familiar. Who is that? What does he look like now? I'm not sure. Anthony, hello. Joe wasn't a father to MJ. He was just his guardian. At this point, that's what it felt like. He was a lot of things to Michael besides his actual father. He gave that to Bill, right?
He's saying that was his oldest son.
I know he had a little girl outside of Catherine. I did not know he had a son.
Michael's son.
Oh, Michael's son.
They saying he had an older son.
You got to have to pull it up to the screen.
Dang.
Hey, who the mama? Who y'all think the mama was? In my opinion, I think they came up with excuses for all the plastic surgeries. Yeah, I think a lot of it had to do with the trauma he received from his dad, always calling him Big Nose. His dad Joe Jackson used to literally call Michael Jackson Big Nose.
He got them eyes. I wish y'all could see he got them eyes. Shoot, that could be his son.
That could be. Honestly, it could be. Greetings, B Frost. What's up? What's up? MJ, conspiracy theories. No, that isn't his son, bro. Listen, the world may never know. MJ has so much, like he had. And by the way, I just want to say anything that we have discussed tonight is just strictly our opinions, alleged information that we have gathered off the internet, and is not to be perceived as true, far as we know. We just gathering stuff. By the way, let me pull up some pictures. The dance moves he had down pack, you guys. When I say the dance moves, he had to really do a lot of studying of his uncle. He really had to do a lot of studying.
Which ain't easy.
That's not easy. It's not easy to do anything of MJ. MJ was the truth. He's such a beautiful young man, just a beautiful soul. MJ, no, he looked good, child. MJ looks great. Which just sucks because it's like for someone to have you to be insecure about your looks, on top of having vitiligo, on top of going through puberty, that was a lot for Mike. That was a lot for him to process.
Yeah. Also, fun fact, not fun, but he passed away on my mom's birthday. And sometimes I just feel like maybe there's like a little connection. And my mom always jokes with me because she knew that Michael Jackson was the only guy I ever wanted to have kids by. And she was like, well, maybe they done froze his. And so maybe you can have access to it. I just think that's so funny. And I'm like, Ma, why you don't threaten me with a good time?
That's crazy.
Because I would totally do that. I would, listen, you can assert me. I will have that baby. Sorry.
The MJ estate gave Jafar archival footage of MJ's performances, etc. Of course, they needed that. He needed a lot of that stuff.
I wonder who's over his estate.
That's a good question. I don't know who would be over his estate. I'm not sure. Only thing I did not like is that they didn't. Of course, they couldn't give us everything that we wanted in the movie because certain people didn't want to be a part of it, i.e. Diana Ross, i.e. Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson didn't even want to be a part of the American Dream when that came out because she just always felt like
she did.
They said she didn't want to be a part of that.
I read she did.
Oh, I mean, well, hey, I heard she didn't want to, and I heard she didn't want to because she felt like they was always exploiting her brother, and she felt like she didn't want to get any more money off of him, or at least her brothers to get any more money off of him.
Interesting, because I should have heard something different.
I don't know. Y'all thought the girl who played.
All right. All right.
Yeah, because you might need to read that again. I'm not.
All right, all right, all right.
Bubbles, yes, Bubbles. Listen,
So
Mike
cute.
just wanted to be a kid again. That's why I think it had a lot to do with Arrested Development. I just really feel like he didn't get a chance to live his childhood the way he wanted to, like a normal kid. So much pressure was on him as the breadwinner of he. It ain't like he had like two brothers and sisters. He was the breadwinner of his mom and all of the other people that was under the Jacksons.
Also, Bubbles is in Florida. Side note.
How old is Bubbles?
No.
Bubbles gotta be old. Michael Jackson's estate is controlled by the co-executives of John Branca, an entertainment attorney, and John McCain, a music executive. That's so crazy. I would have thought his family would have been over it. Um,
Same.
I say that respectfully. Let me see. Janet also is a huge crybaby. She only is in favor of her own legacy. You won't see MJ in her bio. I'll be so mad if she don't have MJ as much as she talked about her brother. I don't know. I think she would have Michael Jackson in her biopic. I don't know about that one. She don't play
She
about me.
really, she really loved Michael.
Yeah,
Like
so
I
what
know
did
at
you
the
think?
time she was filming. Why did I get married?
Bubbles
I think
Crow.
part 2, and she was. Wait, what happened?
You said Bubbles crowed. When?
When? It was a while ago when I heard he was living in Florida.
Okay. Don't forget Louis and Alpaca. I love Bubbles though. Oh, who was Louis? And what was his snake name? Did he what was his he had a funny name for his snake.
He did. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I forgot what he
I
named
don't
it.
forgot. I don't forgot. But she was filming Why Did I Get Married? I think it was Why Did I Get Married too. And the scene where she's like attacking Gavin basically, or arguing with Gavin about their son dying and her being the reason, or it being her fault. She basically, kind of went into her, her sadness for Michael, because he had
Mhm.
literally just died while she was filming. And so those were like her raw emotions, due to the passing of her brother.
Oh, he said he
See,
wanted.
Anthony.
He is hilarious. Y'all, who are these two people?
That is, no, that's either Latoya and Janet or Reby and Janet.
Who y'all think these people are on the screen?
That might be Reby.
And you thinking of Lucy. I love Louis. He was in a scene in the biopic when MJ song I Can't Help It from Off the Wall is playing. Oh, really? I missed it. I might actually go and see that again. I want to see the movie again.
Oh, same.
Can't help it if I wanted to. Wouldn't help it.
Okay.
Can't help it if I wanted.
Which one do you like better, the American Dream or Michael?
American Dream. And the reason why is because it gives you everything, and I grew up on it and I know it more. It gives you a lot more insight than, again, these are two different timelines, kind of. I wish they would have added more into this one. I'm sorry for giving frivolous information. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Muscles.
Janet Jackson. Yes, David.
His snake name was Muscles.
Okay, yes. That's correct. That's Latoya and that's Janet. They look so cute. Both of them. Latoya looks so different now, man. Latoya looks so different.
You got the edges, baby. I had to lay them.
One thing Latoya was gonna do is have them edges laid, baby. Have them edges laid, honey. Look, her and Mike. Mike was gonna have him a little side edge going on to the side, baby. But Mike, because it's only about Mike. Yes, but they still didn't include some of those details that we really missed out on. Like the whole thing, I was listening at something, it was giving stuff in chronological order on what they missed in the movie. Like,
okay.
Yeah, they was like, okay, so in this scene, they forgot to include at this particular time in his life that this also happened. They forgot a lot of stuff. Even during the Motown reunion, when he performed and he did Billie Jean. Let me see if I have a clip of this. I'm probably gonna get copyrighted, but I'm gonna pull up a clip of that video. Mike was so upset when he did not land on his toes well. He was supposed to stand on his toes.
Oh yeah.
They said Mike cried. Yeah,
Really?
but they glossed over it a little bit in the show when he mentioned, he's like, man, I was supposed to stay on my toes a little bit longer, and then they went off. No, that was a big thing to him. He was upset.
That's just how much of a perfectionist he was.
He was such a perfectionist. Let me go. Y'all will see it. I'm gonna show the little clip.
Which is why
I'm gonna cut the sound off. It's gonna be a little part where he's supposed to be on his toes. Boom, right there. He didn't stay on his toes long. I'm sure you would get copyright. It's okay. It's gonna be a small part that I can take out. But yeah, this part right here, he was so upset. You can tell, and this is the original Mike. He stumbled a little bit. Jafar didn't capture that part in the actual movie.
Wait, play the whole thing so
I'm
I
gonna
can
say it real quick. He was supposed to be on his toes a little bit longer. Let me see. You can see him lose a little bit balance. Let me go back to it. After the moonwalk, boom. Oh, you see, he had to get his toes a little bit longer. They said when he went backstage, and Mike was upset. He was like, oh, like he really wanted to nail
That would have been great to see.
Yeah, it's like they glossed over it. Jafar, when he played him, he was just like, oh, I was supposed to stay on my toes a little bit longer. And then they moved on. He's like, nah, that was something he was a little upset about.
Because it would have helped, like, basically, it would have added more to the reason why he was the way he was.
Yeah.
You know what, Anthony?
Anthony's so funny. Latoya had them edges before. She did. She most definitely did. She had them edges, Mike, because it's like, okay, I think I read that part already. Folks nitpicking the American dream is hella inaccurate. I mean, hey, I'm sure you would get. Oh yeah, I read that.
Also, I can't get over. I'm sorry, Michael in the American Dream. I could look at him and just be like, look at Michael, and I fall in love all over again.
I agree, David. They did say it was supposed to be 4 hours long. Do you think some of the things that they cut and they was finna make? I mean, American Dream was long. Why not?
And I would have sat there for them full 4 hours. I surely would have.
Yeah, that's what I said. I would have sat there for 4 hours, good and comfortable.
I think they definitely cut a lot of scenes with Diana. I wonder what they were gonna unpack with Diana, because rumor has it Diana.
Let's get into that.
Michael, she groomed him, or they had a love.
Let's get into that. I wanted to hold that off, but I since we're here, I want to talk about that. Let's get into Dirty Diana. I want to talk about her. What's going on, Sean Wan? Let me see. Will we get a director's cut from? Listen, David, I am fingers crossed for a director's cut.
Come on, Blu-ray DVD. Come on.
Listen, I will go and personally get me a portable DVD player or a DVD player just for that. Because I don't even know if I got a DVD player anymore. I will just for that. Because I want to see all the stuff that they cut out. But we're going to get into Dirty Diana, though.
Kat Graham, they said she was probably acting her butt off as Diana.
But she didn't want to be represented as a groomer. We get that. But it's like, it is what it is, Diana, girl. It is
Diana, she got a bad rap for herself anyway.
Everybody noticed.
She got a long track record of just...
Everybody was feeling super excited. They was, but you know, Mike was a perfectionist. He really wanted to land that. He really wanted to. She did, and let's come on. Let me bring up. Let's get into it. Since we on this topic, I got some notes. I got a long.
Also, side note, he was such a perfectionist when he was like he wanted to basically kind of be in right position and right time with the creator, so that he wouldn't give it to Prince. And I feel like he barely had a social life.
30 minutes of Studio 54 would have been beneficial for the film. Yes, David.
I saw Studio, baby. She ain't had no underwear on.
Cause let's talk about it. Okay. Cause listen up here. After they went hanging out, because this was okay. Let's go. Let me pull up my notes here, because we're gonna talk about the whole entire time.
Come on, notes.
Let's talk about the whole entire timeline, because I was invested into this particular story. I think a lot of people would have been, because that's something that a lot of people wanted to know, and I'm sure he took to his grave with a lot of stuff. He took to his grave with. Let's get into Dirty Diana.
Man, if I could just pick his brain or been a fly on the wall.
I know, right? And I think he did a lot of protecting of Diana as well.
Yeah.
He definitely protected her. So let's get into it. MJ and Diana's relationship developed now. It developed far as a, so to speak, guardian, if you will, during the time that they lived with Diana. And they lived with Diana for like a year or so while Joe and Catherine was trying to get settled into.
I think it was him and Latoya.
I don't know. I thought it was the boys, but I know for a fact Michael Jackson did definitely stay with her. And he had to be like 8 or 9 when he stayed with her around this particular time. So when he went to go and live with
Diana, was he 8 or was he 10?
I thought it was 8 or 9. But okay.
You remember they said he was 2 years older. I mean, 2 years younger.
Right. Okay. So let's say he's 10. Let's say he's 10, 11. 11 years old, he goes and stay with Diana, and this is around the time Joe was trying to get everybody settled. They just moved from Gary, Indiana, and they trying to find a little spot in California. Rudy poo. So anyway, this is my personal opinion based upon my research. I don't want to say the grooming started right then. I don't think it started right then. He was so little. I
think she was just in awe of him, like in his
time. Vice versa. He was obsessed with Diana.
Yeah.
Even the brother said it. Randy was like, he loved him some Diana. He had an infatuation. Mm-hmm. This is according to Randy Jackson. Who that? Latoya? No, that's Diana Ross. Okay. What? You see? Oh, listen. Oh, yeah. And by the way, before we get into Diana, really quick. A lot of people.
He was in Playboy?
Who?
Diana.
She probably was. I'm almost certain she was in Playboy. I'm almost certain.
Sorry, I cut you off.
You did. Now I forgot what I was about to say. But it's okay. But yeah.
Somebody he was staying. He was infatuated, according to Randy.
Some of the lawsuits are worth it for this film. Michael's biopic is the best MJ film they could make legally. I agree. I feel like this was as good as it's going to get, given the fact that they had to leave some stuff out. But at the same time, it makes you kind of mad because it's like we really needed them to unpack this relationship. If they ain't unpack no other relationship, they needed to unpack this one because this was very essential. Or Diana. Yeah, this Diana. No, Latoya was on. Yeah, Latoya. Mm-hmm. So let me go back to my notes here because I wanted to unpack this. So he stayed with her just for about a year. So it wasn't too long, but about a year. And then let's fast forward to when The Wiz comes out, which we can kind of thank Diana for this particular part with The Wiz because he knew Quincy. But when she got him to be on The Wiz, him and Quincy teamed up again so we could get the Off the Wall album. You get what I'm saying? So we could get that masterpiece.
I mean, I guess I feel like he was eventually still going to meet Quincy.
I think he met him at the right time, though. It was because of Diana.
Okay, but also side note, I still feel a certain type of way about Diana for basically kind of using her name to get picked as Dorothy in The Wiz when it should have been Stephanie Mills. She was the right age. She was also doing it on Broadway. She was the perfect fit for that role. And also, Michael Jackson took her to prom. BT
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he took Stephanie Mills to prom. But so this is where the relationship developed because The Wiz came out in 1978. Michael Jackson was 19 at this time. Diana Ross was 33.
Ooh.
Uh-huh. Yeah, she was 33. Michael Jackson was 19 at the time The Wiz came out. 1978. During the rehearsals and all that other good stuff, no one really saw anything outside the norm besides they typical like relationship, like the little flirting and stuff like that. But they said they always did that, even when he was much younger than 19. I don't know what that was all about. According to Randy, he wanted to make sure Michael Jackson wanted to make sure he was old enough to kind of really start kind of putting a move on Diana. Now they went out that night. That one particular night they went out and they came to rehearsals late. Now that night before, whatever they did that night after they done came out, my personal opinion, allegedly, I think she done put that old lady cat on him. And Mike has been obsessed ever since because they said Mike, that was his like true love for real. He really loved him some Diana. And the way Diana played in his face.
The way they joke about his Diana's youngest son.
Oh yeah, Evan Ross.
Because he do like a perfect blend of both of them. I ain't gonna lie, side note.
Yeah, Diana Ross played with MJ Hart. Yeah, she promised to marry him. Yeah, do you know every woman he's been in a relationship with, he gave a ring to?
Yeah.
Brooke Shields, Diana Ross, and of course he did end up marrying Lisa Marie Presley. MJ had a shrine. He had a shrine of her. I forgot who, was it a journalist that got a chance to go into one of his rooms? And one of his rooms had pictures and candles lit with Diana everywhere. That man wanted him some Diana. And I really feel like groomer. David is silly. No, for real. Greetings, Levi. Laugh out loud, Levi. What's good? Drop that love potion number 9 on him. Listen, Sheldon. No, for
love potion number 9.
Like, no, for real. Like, she really did a number on MJ. And my personal opinion, I think that whatever moment they shared that particular night, she came back, and this is why people speculated. She came back, when they went to rehearse for The Wiz. It was said that Diana, running her mouth a little bit, was like, well, Michael definitely ain't no virgin. So when they asked Mike, they was like, Mike, what's going on with you and Diana? He was like, you got to ask her. So the fact that he didn't automatically say like nothing, no, the fact that he didn't automatically deny it, I think something happened, but he wanted her to control that narrative because I think that was their agreement. And I think Diana wanted to use him because if you think about it, she wanted to continue her relevancy.
Yes.
Her relevancy.
Yes.
Now this time we're in the 70s, finna get into the 80s. Diana Ross was the 60s. You know what I'm saying? The Supremes was the 60s.
She wasn't that it girl.
She wasn't the it girl no more. So she wanted to make sure that she had her relevancy. So she was like, what better way than to attach myself to Michael Jackson, who's hot right now.
Real hot.
He really used him. I mean, if you listen to the lyrics in Dirty Diana, like he really said, like, hey, you can listen.
I forget the other song he made about her. Oh my gosh.
No, that he was he was definitely infatuated with her. When I say he really, really like, even when he ended up getting with Brooke Shields or tried to get into different relationships, they was like, he still loved Diana. And he was infuriated when he found out that she got married. And he didn't even know nothing about, because so two things could be true. I think she could have been toying with him and leading him on, but also with that, I don't know if that was his first love. I also think that he thought the relationship was more than what it was. Like, I really think he probably thought like, oh, this is the love of my life, and we both feel the same way about each other the whole time. Diana like, boy, I just wanted a little something. I just wanted to get my groove back, and that's that on that.
Because Diana, she was a little
what?
Allegedly.
MJ Hart and Songs on Dangerous.
Diana was just known for stealing other people's net.
Oh yeah.
And then doing her thing, and then
Hi Miguel, greetings. Thank you for coming in. Let me see. Two girls he talked about on Dangerous with Diana Ross and Brooke Shields. Yeah, which I hate her as well. She was You think Brooke Shields was? Yeah, I think Brooke Shields kind of did some. Well, Brooke Shields was already a celebrity, but I think she did that to be, a PR. I think there's like a PR relationship, but Michael Jackson was really feeling her. And I think that's what it was. I think they probably initially came together for PR, but I think Mike was like, "Oh, should I actually kind of like you for real?" And Brooke was like, I just need you to boost my credit in the Hollywood world." Let me see. Yeah, Diana Ross wanted to attach herself to him for fame and popularity. Well, she already had fame. She already had fame, David. She already had popularity. It's so she can continue to stay relevant. That's all that is. Diana Ross is still Diana Ross. But
it was I'm So Blue. It was I'm So Blue that Michael wrote about Diana when she got married.
You're a huge fan of Michael Jackson as well. You have his album. Which album do you have, Miguel? Brooke Shields called Michael pathetic. That's so effed up. I didn't hear that though. Dang, when did she say that? Hey Trini. Yeah, that was so messed up. Let me see. Do you think that let me see, pull up my notes again. Because I really deep dived into this one with Michael and Diana. I really
Which
took
I'm
it.
surprised you didn't know about the song that he had wrote about her.
I probably glossed over that part. I just knew Dirty Diana mostly. Let me see.
Which they claim that's not actually about Diana. It just so happens that that's the
Child
end.
boo. Child boo.
It said somebody by Glenda, somebody named Glenda, who was apparently about. Dirty Diana. Oh, Dirty Diana.
Another thing too, I had kind of researched a little bit was
What's
that
that?
I don't know who came to Diana with the idea to kind of start like being around Mike. Um, but I think at this time during the Wiz, him being 19, him like he's grown now. He's a man, so to speak, at 19. At this time, Mike wasn't really tied to no women per se just yet. I mean, besides Stephanie. So I think this was to kind of help him benefit from off
Mm.
the look of being, I don't want to say desirable because he kind of already was desirable, but to be the sex symbol at this
Mm-hmm.
particular time too. So it was for both of them to benefit, but mostly Diana.
Mm.
But to that point, she wasn't. David is going in on Diana. I am cracking up. The Bad album. Oh, you got the Bad album, Miguel? Okay, cool. Finally able to catch the live. It's about my favorite. Oh, really? Black Tea, greetings. I appreciate you for
Okay,
coming here.
Black Tea.
Yes, Janet, for sure. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, what do you think this was? Do you think that Michael was heavily infatuated with her and she was just running game on him?
Yes,
Or
she
do
was
you
running game, but I also think she put that cootie cat on.
Oh no, she definitely did. I
And she
think that
used
was the
that.
night that they did whatever they did and they came late. They came back late to the set of the Wiz. It
Yeah.
was no need for her to say, "Oh, he's definitely not a virgin."
Yeah. And for him to say, well, ask her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Instead
and
of
I feel
outright
like
saying no.
once she did that, she used that to her advantage to continue to play with his emotions because he's young.
Yeah.
He's young. Like, I feel like there's no reason for him to have a whole shrine if she didn't put that thing on.
Yeah, for him to have a shrine, but he's been obsessed with Diana since he was a bait, like since he was 9,
And
10.
she played on that. She played on it. And I feel like
Yeah,
she
she
knew that
did.
all along. Cause like you see, like, you have your your little stars, and you be like, how I don't know how to explain this, but it's like you can kind of tell, I guess, when you're like infatuated with someone, I guess, and you're like, you want to kind of maybe keep them at a distance, like us so well. But I feel like in her case, she used it to her advantage where it's like, I know when I'll use this, or I know when I'll pull this rabbit out of a hat. And she did. She moved meticulously.
Yeah, no, she did. She did. She much older, 33, 19. She put that cootie cat on that man. and he didn't know how to act.
He
Mike didn't know how to act. Mike was like,
Mike
oh,
was 80. Mike had a lot of things going on with him.
he really did.
Undiagnosed. He had a lot of things
Undiagnosed,
going
yeah,
on with him.
true.
And it was also like, oh my God, this is my friend as well. I think it was also mixed with that because Michael really didn't have friends. He had family. He didn't have friends like that. So you got this woman who he's known mostly all of his life that he has always liked and admired. And now they're older, now it's like, okay, this girl likes me. This lady likes me. She probably even took his virginity. Who knows?
Now they say I can't think of. Now Mike did have one girl. I cannot think. It was an actress. I just mentioned her to you last night. That's who supposedly took his little.
Oh,
I
okay,
can't
okay,
think of
okay,
her
okay. I know you're
name.
talking about.
That ninja was crazy. Who was crazy? MJ
I think the fact that
or
she was also giving him attention that he wanted and that he was
yeah,
striving for at that time, and
yeah.
she was able to give that to him in woman form because you had the older men who were giving him attention, like Barry Gordy and Quincy, and he had that. But as far as like something romantically, friendship to lovers type of thing, maybe in his eyes, like
Um, in the interview he had with Ebony magazine, they asked him, "Is there any black women specifically?" Which is so interesting that they asked him black. They specific.
they get on my nerve.
I mean, hey, they say, "Is there any special black woman in your life?" And he said, "Yes." No, he said, "Sure." And they said, "Like who?" And he said, "Diana." And he said, "I'm going to marry her one day." And they said, so you mean to tell me you're gonna marry Diana Ross? And he said, yes, I love her. And 2 years later, he doubled down on that. And I think he did because he realized she didn't feel the same way. But I think that was his true feelings. And that interview he had with Ebony magazine was in
Oh, you
19
said Ebony. Okay. I don't know why
Ebony
I thought you
magazine.
was talking about a white magazine at first.
Oh no, Ebony
Okay.
magazine. Tatum O'Neal. Thank you, Trini. That was the first girlfriend, Tatum O'Neal, the girlfriend who he supposedly. But I think he didn't want to get too deep into that either because Tatum was younger than him, right? Or was
Yeah.
that after Diana? Was that after Diana? Because I think he was 22 and Tatum was 16, if I'm not mistaken. I'm crazy
I
in
thought it
love.
was 20.
Okay, maybe 20 and she was 16. Yeah. So maybe that was, I think Tatum was out. So listen, we done named a few women now. Mike had the women. He most definitely had the women. There was an old interview with the Jacksons, and I wish I had that clip with me. Did I send that clip to you
What
on
clip?
TikTok? So they was asking Michael Jackson. They said, "Hey Mike, what kind of no?" They like he said, "Hey, was it Tito or Jermaine?" He said, "Hey Jermaine, what kind of women do you like?" He was like, "Well, the women I like, they have to have a nice personality, not too shy, beautiful eyes." They all the Jacksons, all the brothers are saying the type of women that they like. They said, "Hey, Mike, what kind of women you like?" He was like, "Well, I like." He said, they asked him what do they like about the women, what do you like about the girls, and Mike said, "Well, they gotta have big legs." This is little Michael Jackson, by the way. Michael Jackson said the women gotta have the big legs. Women like the Michael Jackson like the women with meat on their bones, if you ask me. I'm Tatum O'Neal was child, not a freak, Lord. After they both teens. After both teens, okay. I'm gonna have to research that because somebody said he was in his 20s and she was 16. Stephanie Mills, she was his girlfriend. So he liked the women's. He liked the women's, but I think a lot of insecurity came into play when his vitiligo started to get worse. So I think that's what kind of made him stray away from kind of dating. And then on top of that, heavy work hours, always in the studio, always doing stuff for the group, for his brothers, everybody depending on him.
Also,
But
you said he doubled down 2 years later.
yeah.
But you said he took it back.
That means he doubled down on the first interview he had was in 1982
Well,
with
he said he's gonna marry her, right?
yeah, and then 2 years later he doubled down and he said like, oh no, like
You
yeah,
know,
I was just saying that.
that's not doubling down.
Yes, it is. That's going back on your word.
No,
What do you mean?
that means like I mean it's like
Oh, I thought doubling down means you doubling down from what
no,
you
I'm
said.
sticking to what I'm saying. Like I said what I said, basically.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let me Google.
It's
What
my
doubling down
ADHD.
mean, y'all?
I went back. I was like, hold on, wait. It confused my brain for a second when you said. I was like, hold on.
That means standing on business. Okay, Black Tea. Okay, my bad. Okay, you 1 point for Wawa.
You know, sometimes it feels good when I can get
Yeah,
that.
1 point for you. I always thought double down this whole time means you going back on your word, but that means you standing down. You standing on business. I got that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that. Okay. Well, what he took back what he said, basically saying like no, that's not really what I was trying to say, and I think he ended up saying that after he realized that Diana wasn't really feeling the same way. Mm-hmm. And I'm not sure what year Diana got married, but whatever year that was when Dirty Diana came out, and they tried to make it seem like it wasn't about Diana when it was clearly about Diana. Corey is whatever you wanted to mean. Thank you, Anthony. You see how it took her a minute to catch that she had to do some Googling.
Actually, if you run a tape back, my brain was like, and then you kind of went into something else, and then I was like, I'm gonna just wait for a little moment. I'm gonna wait till you kind of like stop talking a little bit, and then I'm gonna interject and say, hey, that's just how my ADHD works. Sorry. Mm-hmm. But if you play it back, you will see how my brain goes. Like, that ain't what it means. But
not happy she got 1 point. She got the one up. y'all don't be knowing behind the scenes. I be getting Wawa.
She be getting
she was ready. She was ready for that one. Thank you.
She be getting in my butt.
Thank you, Anthony.
Like, cause she's quick with it. Tucker is Corey is quick with it.
Yeah. Quick. I truly believe Michael Jackson practiced. Ooh. How do we get on that? What do you? I mean, maybe he did. Maybe he did. Plus, he was Jehovah's Witness until 19. Okay,
what was he after that?
Yeah, we asked about that earlier because we was like later on we think he had to convert over to a different religion because I don't know, his views on life and some of the things he was saying was a little bit different. Dirty Diana hits different now, don't it, Levi? Don't it? When you go back and listen to them lyrics, you like, hold on, wait a minute. I actually have a Michael Jackson music video on my computer. Really? Wow, family. Okay, absolutely, Miguel. Definitely gonna check that one out. Make a video, bro. Yeah, David, do you know what religion he converted over to, or if he even did convert over to a different religion after becoming Jehovah's Witness? But yeah, bad era for he wasn't in any religion group. Oh, okay. Did y'all hear about the story about MJ being a Crip?
What?
Yeah. So the whole thing when he brought the Bloods and the Crips together and to kind of like help him out. I'm gonna pull up this picture. He took a picture with the Crips and he had on blue and he threw up the C.
Oh, I don't know what
he threw up the C, but they said he was an honorary Crip because like everybody F with MJ.
That's so funny.
Let me pull up the picture because y'all think I'm playing. He threw up the C.
I would have thought he was a Blood.
Why you would thought he was a Blood?
All that red that he liked to wear. I don't think I've really ever see him.
Probably knew some people. No, yeah, he basically in the movie they did show a scene to where he was filming. He was doing a music video for Beat It. And I think he was inspired by looking at all the gangs and stuff that was going on in LA. And so he called basically like a meeting just to kind of get some of their input. He also put some of the real gang members in the music video. So if you go back and watch the music video to Beat It, some of those was real gang members in the video. But
I
let
wonder
me
if they did a behind the music. You know how like back in the day they used to do the behind the music videos like on MTV and stuff. I wonder if
yeah,
they have a mic for bad.
I'm pretty sure they do. I'm almost certain they do.
Beat it.
Almost certain.
Sorry. My brain.
That's a rumor. I still laughing. That's a rumor. Listen, one of the guys who was actually in the picture said, "No, they made him an honorary Crip because they said they didn't know he was gonna throw the C up. They was like,
You
they
got the
didn't know.
picture?
Yeah, it's loading up now, y'all. My bad. It's loading, but y'all can Google it. Um, they didn't know he was gonna throw it up when they took the picture. And they was like, oh shoot, okay, well, hey, I guess he one of us. Dude named Cat Caesar was in the video, a real gangster. Yeah. I see the video. I seen it. If we talking about,
let me look up Cat Caesar.
Yeah. If let me see. There you go.
Which one, Cat Caesar?
I can't remember.
He look. The guy to the left looked like my friend Raleigh. I think that's so funny.
Honorary Crip for the night. No cap. No, for real. That's what they said. They said he was. But it was like every hood messed with MJ because everybody loved him. That's how much of an impact Michael Jackson had on everybody. He had toes to Crip and but not a member. Yeah. Ties. I got what you're saying. Yeah.
What's his name? Was again? I'm sorry, Caesar. What was his name?
Yeah, Astro Crip. It was in the Way You Make Me Feel short film. I didn't know that. And The Way You Make Me Feel? What? That's not in Beat It. Oh, okay. Well, the Way You Make Me Feel. Not this, but in the movie when he was doing the dance moves and it was rehearsing for a dance, that in that scene, they made it seem like that was for the video Beat It. But he also had little people in the video too. Were they not real gang members in Beat It as well?
What was the guy name?
Yeah, Beat It. He made Crips and Bloods come together. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, I was gonna say in the movie that's how they showed it. In the movie that's how they showed it. And Beat It came out before The Way You Make Me Feel.
I'm gonna ask you one more time.
What?
What was the guy name?
Girl, looking at the thing.
You said somebody about Caesar, and I was trying to look him up.
No, yeah, Anthony, he put it in the comment section, so I thought you was looking at your phone at the comment section. I was trying to. Why not?
I was trying to pull it up on Google. Something else pulled up on my phone. Then I got sidetracked, forgot the name.
Because it's in the chat, so I'm telling you to look in the chat because I don't know it. Anthony put it in the chat.
I don't like you.
I'm just saying, you talking something. What's his name? I'm like, look in the chat. I didn't say the name. Anthony said the name. She talking about, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Listen, as if like she don't hear me talking to y'all when she got her phone.
But you don't hear me talking to you.
Because I'm talking to the chat. We gotta entertain the chat. I'm thinking you scrolling through the comment section.
You know what?
Why do y'all think about the Invisible? What do y'all think about it? I liked it, that album. That's the one that had butterflies on it, right? I liked it, that one, but from what I can remember, I probably only remember two songs. That was Butterflies, and what was the other song on there? I forgot it was another song that I listened to on there.
Actually, the chat I'm looking at, it ain't in here.
Oh, I forgot. You can't see the comments on this side. Maybe I need to bring them on the screen. You might need to go to the vertical one.
Talking all that noise.
Girl, you got access to both of the chats. Don't make me go off on this doggone live stream now.
Listen, you want a battle?
Cat Caesar. Thank you, Anthony. Because she's about to have an aneurysm over here trying to figure out.
Good Lord. My brain, it works differently.
He brought 80 members together to promote peace dance. He did. He really did. And reduce tension to show authenticity. He did. I agree. Discernment that I acquired on my spiritual journey. Ooh. Okay. I'm not sure what what that goes with what we're talking about. I love Blood on the Dance Floor. Blood on the Dance Floor. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't too much care for that song. I know what song you're talking about though. He did a music video for that too, didn't he? I don't think I too much care for Blood on the Dance Floor. Oh, you like that? Okay, more than Invisible, but History better than all of them. Really, except Thrill and Dangerous. Off the Wall still gonna be my fave. I don't know
Why they
why.
giving me a bunch of
I
cats?
love Thriller too. Obviously, I love Thriller. That's obviously, and I feel like that's in everybody's like top MJ albums. But Off the Wall is literally my favorite. Damn, you
I
missed my
wish I could just take a
comment,
shot for every time
Levi.
you say off the wall.
I'm sorry, Levi. Wawa over here trying to talk to me, and I'm trying to entertain y'all. She got me missing the comments. No, I'm talking about Blood
If
on
you don't
the
want me to be
album.
your co-host, just say that.
Girl, hush. All that typing for nothing. I'm sorry, Levi. Let me see if I can go back and find your comment. Let me see. Was it this one? When MJ was with the Jackson Five, they came to Trinidad in the 70s and he performed a famous calypso song, did he? Called Sugar Bum Bum by Lord Kitchener. Really? Is that clip on YouTube? Because I would like to see if I can save that from when we talk about
You
soca and
try to
calypso.
save that. Take a picture of that.
Take a picture of it.
That comment so I can look at it, look it up later.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you took it down so fast.
Again, you have access. You have access to both chats, ma'am. Good
I just don't
Lord.
understand why you trying to make my life so hard.
Semen retention inspired me to focus on my path instead of for women. Did MJ talk about semen retention? Because I don't know if he even mentioned that. I seen it. Okay, thank you, Anthony. Did he mention that? Because I know he was very shy about his love life, as he should be. Like nobody don't need to be all in his biz naive. So
I
nobody
do.
needs to be all in his biz naive about his love life. And I love the fact that he didn't really have much to prove either. And I hated the interviews. Every time he had an interview with Oprah, I just wanted to scream.
Oh, I want to. Oh,
She made
I
me
want to
just want
punch
to
her in the
uppercut
face.
her. She made me just want to bop her, like, because she didn't have to be that evasive. She didn't have
He
to be
was
that mean
nasty.
and pry all into her life like that, in his life like that. I didn't like that.
He was a
Um,
nasty.
hey Yvette, greetings. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you for coming in. Thank you. Thriller is a hard album because it got hits on it. Um, Everyone Swears is on different albums. It got hits. Okay. What's all the hits on Thriller? And why do they think it's on different albums? Let me see. It's very fascinating how Michael Jackson is the only artist to not get distracted by. Now that is true, David, and I think that's why a lot of people questioned his sexuality. They questioned his man.
And he talked about that in the interview too.
Which one?
Uh,
The one with Oprah.
I think it was talking about him being gay, and he's like, "Dang, let that man live."
Who said, was it Randy again? Randy always speaking up for Michael Jackson. He was like, or was it Randy or was it Tito? One of them was like,
Feel
MJ
like it was
ain't gay,
Marlon.
like leave him in the room with your girl.
I feel like it was Marlon.
Oh, Marlon, it could have been Marlon. Like, let him be in the room with your girl one good time. Or
Dude,
your
let him.
wife.
What he said, she got them big old titties.
Yes, MJ had a lot of like literal like crazy moments. So
He
they said
was so funny.
no, they said MJ used to do this little thing called fishing. I don't know if this is publicist or whoever it was, and they really went back to old clips of Michael where he was like in the limo, he's scouting out girls, and you could hear him talking under his breath. So he was like, they was like, MJ used to do this little thing called fishing where he'll be scouting out the women, and so he in the limousine, he's like, that's a fish right there, man. I'm for real her in, man. He just talking. But he's saying it on his breath. You just gotta catch it. He's like, ooh, look at that one. He was like, ooh, look at that one right there. He was like, look at the titties, look at the titties. I was like, not MJ talking like that. Not him talking about looking at the titties. MJ was a ninja. He was a real ninja too. Stop playing with MJ.
He was, and what he said on that one interview, he said he called him a fat nigger. Just, I was like, everybody was like.
I wish I could have bring that clip up. I should have brought that clip. Let me see if I can find that
When
clip.
I tell you, MJ was black, and I
No,
love
for
the fact
real.
that Jafar said in an interview to a white man, he was like, the biggest misconception is everybody thought my uncle wanted to be white, and he was dead serious. And it's funny because how Jermaine Jackson, used to talk about how Michael was bleaching his skin.
Yeah.
Big ups to Jafar.
Yeah. I thought she was going to add more to that.
Oh, I forgot what I was talking about.
That's crazy.
I forgot what point I was trying to lead into as well.
That's even crazier.
I know. I was going to segue into something else, and my brain said, stop.
Look at all these little moments of him. Now, see, this is where it threw me off because he definitely don't look like him at the bottom with the fro. That's Jermaine. That is not MJ, baby.
But he looked like him at the top, I say.
I can. That's probably the only time he kind of sort of somewhat looked like him, the one at the top.
When he had his hat on and them glasses, he looked like him too.
I can kind of go for that, but it's because I know he not. He looked like MJ, but then again, he don't.
I also hated his wigs.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, the wigs didn't do it for me. They tried it, but they got it as good as they was gonna get it,
Nah, the American Dream had better wigs.
What? I gotta go back and look. Well, the American Dream didn't have him at certain stages.
He had him at his older stage.
Not when he was light skinned.
It don't matter. Even with him,
those wigs are hard to duplicate. Them light skin wigs is hard to duplicate.
Look at Michael, the actor who played Michael in the American Dream. His wig.
This afro is not giving. Like, why does his afro look like this?
Even with the afro, like, I'm sorry,
the afro not giving.
Whoever the costume designer, makeup artist was, they failed. I ain't gonna lie, they failed.
I think this is as good as they was gonna get it. The costumes was on point though.
Costumes were on point.
I wonder if he got real, like the actual costumes, or they had to do like duplicates. Like,
so there's a saying, there's a rumor that Lady Gaga has the majority of his clothes, and that she let them borrow the costumes for the movie. And then also some people saying that's a lie. The costume designer, he duplicated a lot of made a replica of all of the cost of Michael's clothing costumes.
Gotcha. Hi, Dicenta. Thank you for coming in.
But they were saying, how was that he gonna make a replica if he didn't have the actual costume or outfit in itself? So maybe there's some facts to both of them.
Well, okay, David. We know you an MJ connoisseur. So y'all have been paying attention to the MJ era for real.
David, what you saying? What? Hold up.
Lady Gaga got his Dangerous in History era outfits, but those aren't used for part 1. Oh, okay.
Okay, well, we didn't know which outfits, and also people were saying it's a rumor. So,
not gonna lie, they had my homie Jafar looking like Mouse from Step Up. Oh my God, not from Step Up. I know what you're talking about though. When he did that little dance in the rain, he had the little hat on. Hell, I'm kind of looking like Mouse with this damn hat and this hair. Yes. Oh my God. David, don't be coming here laughing. Shoot. We know
you trying to get all up in
MJ connoisseur. We know you know everything, sir. You want to come up here? You want to come up here and talk? Y'all plan go watch the film. No. First of all, we only seen it on Sunday. We know you watched it 8 times.
You ain't gonna tell me that they couldn't do better. You ain't gonna tell me they couldn't do better. Look at that. That's the fro they could have had on him.
But okay, no. The fro, I kind of agree with the fro, but the air.
Boom.
I don't think that wig looked better than Jafar's wig.
That looked way better than Jafar's wig.
Way
better. You're not gonna sit out there. I know you gonna tell a bold-faced lie. Look at that wig.
Like I said, I don't think that wig looks. That wig looks worse. during that particular era. The fro, you might got it on the fro. I think the fro looked better in American Dream, but that wig right there, but for that particular era, I think it looked better on this one.
That looked real.
These were no Tyler Perry wigs. Yeah, I don't think there was no Tyler Perry wigs.
These look real.
I'll show the fro when Jafar first popped up. What was the fro he had on when he first popped up? Let me see if I can go back to that. Let me see if I got a clip of that, first of all. No, I don't think there are any clips for that. Cute. Sorry for late response. Oh, no, you good. You good. Nah, so y'all playing favorite. We ain't playing no favoritism. Listen.
Favoritism of what? What is he talking about?
We talking about because we like the American Dream, but I personally like American Dream better because obviously I've seen that more times. And then on top of that, I feel like they dove deep a little bit deeper into MJ. And I get it.
I could look at him and say, dang,
what?
That's Michael. Jafar just kept taking me in and out. It's like I hear Michael,
but I don't see Michael.
See the body. Chin down. Chin down. I can see Michael. Face up. No,
I see Jermaine.
No. I see Jermaine.
Up, I see Jermaine. I saw Jermaine all day. But he definitely captured the essence. Strongly. Nostalgia blind, y'all, and you gotta sit with the film more. How many times did you watch this, David? David, are you a part of the film crew?
I'm gonna go watch it again. For David. I'm gonna go watch it again.
I was gonna watch it again regardless, but I ain't going to the movies to see it again. I'm gonna wait till it come out on DVD.
I'm going to the movies because support the actors.
3 times. 3 times? Okay, well, David, that's why. You done watched it 3 times. We just watched it on Sunday. Calm down. I don't see MJ with Wiley. He looks like the fish from Shark Tale.
I know you effing lying.
No, you not.
I know you effing lying.
No,
May
you
Wiley
not.
rest in peace. I know you lying.
Oh no, you just hating. You just hating. That's all that is. Nah, he did his thing in the first one.
Really?
Listen, Dissenta, since you in here, did you see the MJ movie? And if you did, let us know what you think about it. If you saw it. We didn't really give too many spoilers, but it's like it's not really, everybody kind of knows MJ life, so it ain't really a spoiler really, because majority of everybody knows his life. So
it just was a nice. What he say?
He said he loved Wiley though.
I wish Wiley was still living.
I wish he was too. I really wish he was too. And I don't like the fact that he had to go like literally a little right after the success of the movie. That really sucked.
Also, it was interesting because Jafar saw one of the Michael impersonators, who basically like he was doing a review of the trailer when it came out. He was like, I don't think they should have had him as Michael. Basically, he was like talking noise. And so they had like a clip of them meeting each other, and you could just see like Jafar kind of like, okay, like get me out of here. I'm gonna be nice and cordial, but all right, deuces.
Child, I guess I've seen some impersonators that look like MJ more than Jafar. Jafar captured the essence though, for sure. And I need to figure out if some of the songs that he was singing, if they got Michael's raw vocals or if that was truly Jafar on some of those. Because they said that some of those are is Jafar. So I need to dive deeper into that one because I really want to know. Because he sounded great if that was Wiley Trapper with looks, but Jafar perform. I would give it. I agree with that, Black T. I'm gonna agree with you on that one. I agree. I would say definitely Jafar. He had no choice but to. If we're doing a movie about Michael, he honestly did. He have a choice. He had to make sure the moves was intact.
And I feel like he had more time to also develop those skills to be able to capture this and caption like the actual moves of his uncle. He had more time to sit with. I don't feel as though Wiley had more time to sit with his, because they were doing the Jacksons. It was just only catching like little things of Michael, and it was more so focused on, I think, Michael like just with his family, and more so with this film it's just focused on Michael as the individual. So you got to see more of, his body language, the way he was in public, the way, way he socialized, the way he entertained. You got to see that more so with this film, which is why you can see more so of, hey, Wiley looks like him.
Sandra Bullock. Oh, sorry.
You know what,
David? I ain't even gonna cap. They definitely, some of them do like Sandra Bullock. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Dang, Sandra done catch strays. What I tell you,
she always
probably can't catch a break. That is hilarious. She part of the Jackson family. She don't even know it.
Also, Jafar being 29 is still really like baffling my mind.
They look like MJ. I'm not even a cap. Okay, I only was interested in Michael Jackson and his music.
Not the Jackson 5? You like Jackson 5? Stop the love you say. That's like actually one of my favorites.
Really?
Of the Jackson 5.
I said, really? Why?
I think it just makes me so happy, and it's such like just a fun-filled song. And then I love when they performed it in An American Dream, or The American, I can't remember it's in or the when they performed it in The American Dream, which I was really hoping they were going to do it in Michael, but they didn't. I really wanted them to do kind of like a full concert with the Jackson 5 for the Victory Tour. I really wanted them to do that, but they ain't do it, and I was kind of upset. Also, the Victory Tour did not last that long because everybody was kind of like at odds with each other.
Yeah, that's something else to unpack too. But since I wanted to read your first comment earlier, I had it up here. But everyone keeps saying that they wanted more from it. But I was thinking this was a legend. His life details can be put in one movie. I agree. And honestly, if they can, if they're gonna make a part 2, I still think that's not even gonna be enough.
They should have made it longer. First of all, it didn't feel like 2 hours. It felt like 1 hour, honestly.
It did.
Like
it went so quick.
Yeah, they could have did a Wicked. They could have had an intermission. They could have had this film be like 3-4 hours, and then we could have came back for part 2. We all would have sat through that because it's Michael.
Yeah. So David said the NFL just announced the next Super Bowl halftime show is going to be a MJ hologram. I don't know how I feel about that because it's not really going to be him. So look that up. Might be AI. More than likely.
I would not go to see that. I would not cut my TV on and watch that.
If you're gonna put Jackson 5 in the movie, why not put Janet? Because Janet didn't want to be a part of it. That was her personal decision. She didn't want to be a part of it. Anthony said he was only interested in Michael Jackson and his music. Yes, I like J5. I just never got into all the other stuff outside of the music. Got you. No, for real. Them impersonators know they dead wrong. All the Vegas looking like zombie birds. Listen, who started the impersonation of MJ first? And who started doing impersonations to begin with? Because didn't Elvis have impersonators first?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think it started with Elvis, and then they just went ahead and just decided to be Michael too, huh?
Also, him outselling Elvis and the Beatles.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Will forever warm my heart.
First, but they cut it to 2 hours and 7. Now he know the exact time frame.
It was actually 2 hours and 6 minutes.
Oh,
David, since you know so much.
Listen, David probably counting the end credits, child. He done probably set up there and watched all the end credits. You probably know the costume or the stylist, the hair makeup people, child. The best we can do is look for director cut and part 2. But can they do a director's cut? Would that be like cutting into any legal ties or whatever for?
I need that Diana Ross cut.
I need that Diana Ross cut too.
I need that because I
want that more than Janet. We know about Janet. We don't. Ain't nothing that I don't think that we really care to know about her and Michael's, brother sisterhood. But her and
I kind of want to know about her and Bobby.
That she could say that for her own story. That is not gonna be a Michael story.
Oh, of course not.
Yeah. Bobby did a little bit of that in his biopic. So if you can, it's probably as good as it's gonna get because she ain't gonna never tell her sex life.
Yeah, because I still
Um,
want to know if that where that baby at.
do y'all think it's some truth to the baby? Y'all think it's some truth to that? I don't think she had no baby. The best we can do is wish. Okay, let me see. But yeah, y'all. Is there anything that we missed about this? Because it was so short. It was so short, y'all.
Like I got up, I was like, "This it?" At least with,
Yeah.
and I think he was the same director. For oh my gosh, oh my goodness, my gosh, why can't I think of their names? Um, Not George. Oh my gosh, what was his name? He was from the UK, Indian. Um, Bohemian Rhapsody. Why can't I think of the group? I'm
You
only
got
thinking about,
Google.
huh?
I said you got Google right now.
They gave in Bohemian Rhapsody, they gave a full concert. Let me see, hold on.
Did they actually went in like a part two? You went like a part two because
Queen.
get
Why couldn't I
oh
think of Queen?
Queen. Oh
Queen.
mm-hmm.
They had a full concert. At the end of the movie, it was a full concert. And I really wish they would have did
Really?
that. Yes.
I
I
don't think I ever watched that. And I need
watched
to watch
it. It
that.
is so good. They actually
Where
also
can
have
I
a
find
little
that?
they also have a little meet cute with Michael Jackson and like Queen as well.
Really?
Because they was actually supposed to do a song together.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Part one director's cut is gonna be the Fuqua cut because he wanted it to be 4 hours, but the clause in the first 1993 false allegations against MJ said in the documents, you can't dramatize the family. They just listen. At the end of the day got to end. They might as well go ahead and tell it, child. But I know a lot of stuff is out of respect for MJ too, because I don't even know what MJ probably would have wanted to reveal as well. The family that accused MJ. I missed a Zap interview tonight for y'all.
Oh,
We appreciate you, Anthony. Thank you so much for letting us know. Thank you so much for letting us know.
you
Thank
gotta
you.
watch Queen. It
I'm
was
gonna
so
watch
good.
it.
I thought it was really good and well done.
I gotta watch it. I need to find out what it's on. It's probably on Netflix or something.
I think it's on Amazon.
Is it? I might watch that.
I think
I
it's
might
on
watch that
Amazon
tonight,
Prime.
actually. Flats, you don't want to exploit Michael Jackson, so you have to be careful with putting certain personal issues within the biopic. This isn't a documentary. I mean, that's true, but I feel like they could have added certain. I feel like they cut too much stuff. Some stuff they could have
They
added.
did. It cut too much
They cut
stuff.
way too much stuff. Like I don't know. It was a lot. It's a
I
lot. But like
felt empty.
I didn't feel 100% empty because I love the performances that Jafar did, especially when
Definitely loved the
was
performances.
it what song he sung at the end? Was it Human Nature? No, it wasn't Human Nature. What was it? What was let's ask David because I know David know.
Yeah, David.
What was the last song that he performed in the movie at the end when he walked on stage? I was getting so mad when the ending came and he was walking through the tunnel. I said, "This better not be the end of this movie." I said, "This bet not be the end of
No,
this movie."
same,
And
same,
I'll be
same,
dead and the credits started rolling. I said, "Oh my God, this is the end
same,
of the doggone movie." They done got me messed up.
same.
Ugh,
I
I
felt a
didn't feel
strong type of way.
anything. I just felt like we could have benefited from another 30. I could have did another 30, right?
You did another album.
Talking about his story continues. We know, and you should have put it on screen. Have we messed up? Wait, what was the question was what was the song that he performed at the end? That thing was so beautiful. He kind of had me tearing up when he performed.
Yeah, making it sound like all eyes on me.
All
What you
Eyes
mean?
on Me was horrible. I'm not even gonna lie. They really pissed me off with the Tupac movie because I feel like that movie sucked. Are you talking about when he performed "Working Day and Night"? Not the victory tours, the last song
Girl.
when he walked
Davey,
away.
you should know this. You watched it 3 times.
Oh, bad. He performed bad at the end. Okay, yeah. Okay, Yeah, that was actually pretty dope. I liked it that, but I kind of got a little emotional when he performed Human Nature.
It
I was about to
was so
ball.
beautifully done.
I was looking. I was like, y'all ain't about to cry.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
jeez. Yeah, Jafar
I
did this
kept breaking
thing.
because somebody kept singing. I was like, I want to thump her and be like, shh, trying to enjoy this moment now.
My movie theater was too bougie. Ain't nobody sing, and I was a little upset about that because I didn't want to be the only one singing.
I don't want to hear
Like, I
y'all.
was
I
gonna
want
get
to
up.
hear.
Like,
I don't want to
please.
hear y'all. I want to hear the performers.
I low key wanted another part of me in the film. Really, you're just another part of me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Every day. Listen, I wanted them to get into him and Lisa Marie Presley because I wanted to hear about how the whole another day is
It's
gone.
gone.
I'm still.
Listen.
I wanted to know like the thought process behind that music video and everything. I wanted to get into all the deets of that and him and Lisa Marie Presley. So if they do part two, they definitely gonna have to cover that. They're
I
definitely gonna have to
feel.
do that.
I'm so sorry. You was talking. I cut you off.
Oh, go ahead.
I feel like we could take a whole nother hour to like discuss his relationships and
Yeah.
also how his trauma, the fact that he was undiagnosed autistic, ADHD, he had PTSD. He, first of all, he had his nerve damage and how that played as far as in his adulthood and how he still kind of isolated himself or could it truly be an adult. Like he always kind of went into that kid format if he was not performing. Like it was like day and night.
I agree. I agree. And it's so messed up. You can just tell that he just really wanted to just relive his childhood, like just actually have a childhood and do like the simple things. He could not have a normal child. He couldn't even have a normal adulthood either. You know, he was
Talk about
always
them disguises.
Mike was kind of dope with that because that's something I'll do. Shit, if I was a celebrity, I'd do it. Low key, the stuff that or the people or the tabloids thought was weird back then is cool as hell now. Mike did some of that stuff today. People would think it's cool. Back then, they was like, "Oh, this is weird," or he's doing like crazy stuff. Like he was beyond his time. He was definitely beyond his years. And I love the fact that Michael Jackson said the music for his true fans are not even born yet. He said his true fans are not even born yet, which is crazy. You think about our generation. Like I feel like we probably appreciate him. I don't know. Maybe not. I'm gonna say the people out in
We
his
didn't
area,
get a chance to fall out like other people did though.
we didn't. We did not. Oh, we didn't even talk about the Don King, Joseph Jackson, the Pepsi commercial, the tour. We didn't even get into that. We didn't even get into his burning his scalp, the nerve damage. Like
And
this
Michael was still trying to show up. Like that baby in pain. He trying to wave his
not you cut out of what you were saying just that quick. Dang. I think back Michael Jackson is real. I don't drink Pepsi. Listen. No,
But
for real.
also if we really want to talk about not drinking Pepsi, there was a whole war between Pepsi and Coke. And it all stemmed from racism. Coke didn't want black people to drink it. I think it was the black people who was like, all right, cool, let's capitalize and figure out how the way we can appeal to black people. And it was like this whole ongoing war. So I choose to not drink both.
I feel that when I don't drink soda, period. So that's that
I
on
drink
me.
my lollipop.
Well, I do drink that though, the probiotic one. I just started drinking that though. If he said that he's full of crap, who said
Who said
what?
what?
What happened? What I missed? MJ was normal, but none of us are.
Of course not.
Okay. Let me see. MJ was a savvy businessman. He was right. The whole deal with him and Sony. That was a whole
They
thing too.
they unalived him.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was a lot.
That's
That
a
was a
whole
lot of
discussion.
That is. We already 2 hours in. Maybe I should have saved Megan and Klay for a different time, but I wanted to talk about them like briefly before I got into MJ. Yeah,
Because we have to get into politics and how it played into them wanting to Michael.
if Michael Jackson said his real fans aren't born yet.
I think because he was attacked so much and all the stuff that he went through with the accusations. And apparently, it also had to deal with one of the guys who's in the Epstein files.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
It's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, that is a lot, child. Mike had a lot going on now. He was definitely a savvy businessman because let's not forget. I give a lot of props to Virgos. Virgos, they be about their business. He was the OG Virgo. Let's
I
not
think he
forget
owned 45% of Sony or half.
something to that nature. I don't know the percentage, Sonny. MJ was powerful. He was because he studied and he asked a lot of questions, which is very smart. Somebody, it was AEG. Yeah, he made sure he asked a lot of questions when it came down to the music business. You gotta remember MJ didn't need to fall in line. He was the program. That's true. Facts. He was. He was. Most definitely was.
I just wish I could have got some of that program.
Girl.
I would have been one of those ones be like, oh, or trying to curl up in the crane with him, holding on. Michael, yes.
He said he liked girls with big legs, so you would have been in there.
And the titties.
The big legs and the big titties. Boy, I tell you, MJ was hilarious.
Woo!
Oh, I know you did. She's crazy.
What? I'm sorry, Levi. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
He was Timothy. He's so silly. Not Timothy. Yeah, he was that guy, man. He was that man. He was that man. He definitely was. I also did a little digging into like his style with the jackets and everything. I forgot it was another artist he saw that he had a jacket like that in like one of his videos or pictures or something like that. And they said MJ got up at 3 o'clock in the morning to call him just to ask him where did he get that jacket from. And he started getting into like the military styles. And MJ just like he just had his own lane. Like he was the only person that can get away with wearing like military jackets and stuff like that and making it trendy as hell. But yeah, and even the glove, like he didn't want to wear two gloves. He wore one glove, and obviously it was because it was hiding his vitiligo, but he made it stylish.
That man, ooh.
Innovator. Michael Jackson even owned elevator music. Elevator music? Who even thinks of that? Nah, for real. Like, how does he own elevator music? That's crazy. King of fashion. No, he definitely was. MJ had custom chrome hearts. He did. I read that during Black or White. This is it. Rehearsal. Yep, he did. I wonder who has that jacket now. Who has that Chrome Hearts jacket that he wore on the This Is It tour? I know that's worth a lot of money because that was his last thing he wore before.
And we can eat. I wish we had more time just to really deep dive into the moments that led up to, because even watching the clip of him, I think it was like 9 hours before he, and he was in good health. That man had them knees. His knees was better than mine are today. Better than mine are at 50. I get down, I can't get back up. That man was flipping it, dipping it, and rolling around at his age. That man looked healthy. That's why I say they did. I feel like you be looking at me like you a parent who's trying to mama me.
I'm looking at the comments, which is crazy. And I was listening to what you were saying. So please. Let me see. MJ. was in great health. He was just deprived of sleep and he had insomnia. And when the body doesn't get enough rest, it can't function. Yeah, that's
So
true.
you don't think he was?
No, I think it's just saying before he was in good condition, so it's not,
But he's from what I'm reading, it seems as though he's saying it wasn't nobody involved in it. It was just Michael itself because
I thought he
due
was
to
agreeing with you because you just said he had
um,
good health and he was like agreeing with that, saying like, yeah, he had good health, so there shouldn't have been, I mean, you can clarify, David.
he's
Um,
saying it can't function. So I kind of I wish you.
oh my bad.
How you looking at? Yeah, it's Wawa. So when I read it can't function, I'm thinking, you know, he's saying that's why because his body gave out.
I wish you could see how I'm looking at. Oh, listen, she is hilarious.
That's Levy Q. I'm kidding.
Levi,
I know.
Levy Q, Levy. Let me see. Not gonna lie, whoever owns any of his former property ain't gonna say it unless they got security because his stocks are true. That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Also, his insurance for the London part, the London tour apart. Oh my gosh. The London part of the tour was 17.5 million. Lloyd's of London. And Lloyd's of London also wait, I'm so sorry. My brain went just that quick. Apparently they kept track of all of the slave trades that happened. Apparently they got a lot of record of. I don't know why our CEO decided to tell us that. She's like, yeah, they still sorry, my brain. I'm so sorry. I'm side noting. I'm side noting. Back on track.
Okay. So David said he did agree with you. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
It sounded like he was agreeing with you. He was just adding more to what you were saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm tired.
Okay, anyway, he just had insomnia and he was earned by the doctor from negligence of medicine and treatment. Yeah, I think we all agree to that one when you like really look at the facts of what led up to that day. And I'm sleepy. Go to sleep, Levi. Me too.
Levy Q, me too.
All right, don't be coming here talking about y'all sleeping. Cause look at just while my time, so she's sleeping. Anthony,
I'm getting delirious. My words coming all together. I can't. Yeah, I'm old, y'all. I'm getting old. It's the way you looking.
Anyway, all right, y'all. I think we definitely talked about a lot when it came down to this movie. I didn't want to necessarily go in chronological order because it's like you honestly got to see it if you do plan on watching it. It's really a great movie. Jafar did his thing. Again, I personally don't think he looked like him at all, but he captured the essence and he captured the movements, captured the mannerisms, the voice, everything besides the looks. He captured of MJ, and the movie was great overall, and it was definitely about him gaining that independence away from the Jackson family and into his own.
I'm proud of him for doing that.
I'm proud of him too, even though it took him a minute to face up to his daddy and say he was trying to fire him. Took him a minute. He got a lot of people to do his dirty work for him.
But that just also shows like just how evil he was, how evil Joe was, and how traumatic Michael was because of Joe.
Yeah. Joe really did a number on them kids. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate you for coming in here and chopping it up with us, man. Thank you so much.
David, you cool in my book.
Yeah, Jovan, thank you so much for coming in. We're actually about to kind of end it in a few minutes. Jovan, we're just talking about the whole MJ movie. I don't know if you got a chance to watch or if you ever, plan on watching it, but it was definitely a good show. I mean, good movie, my bad. Good movie. And this was a good show talking about it. We definitely dived into a lot. We got into Michael Jackson's personal business. We got into the movie, Jafar. We got into a lot. And honestly, it's some stuff we didn't even really get a chance to tap into, but the show will probably be over 4 hours long talking about stuff like this. The film, 9.8 out of 10.
He looks like, keep saying he look like MJ. I'm so tired of David.
They sounds and dancing, captures it. Listen, David, do you work for the company? Do you work for the people?
Are you related to the Jacksons?
Are you related to the Jacksons?
Shoot.
Are you Jafar's cousin? Are you MJ's cousin? Because if you is, hit me up because we can discuss business. Like, you know, we can be cool. I'm just trying to get in with the Jacksons. Jafar is the new. Oh no, you okay? Now you
need to calm down. I need you to calm down.
You know calm down. Sounds good. Check it out for sure. Okay. Cool. I love the film. I was shook. The film was good at the end of the day.
What would you rate it? Corey?
I would rate it. I would give it an 8.5.
Okay.
That's high in my book. That's very high.
That is high in your book.
Give it 8.5.
Okay. I will give it an 8.2.
8.2? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. I would ask you why, but I feel like you gonna go on a tangent.
You know how I get.
Yeah, I would ask you why, but I feel like I know why. Yeah, it's honestly because it's a lot that they missed, which we talked about. And he didn't look like Michael David. He didn't look like him. I feel like they could have captured the same essence, body movements, all that stuff within a 2 years span. If they also chose someone that looked like him. Yeah, I agree. It's some impersonators that worked real hard over this. This is it. Here I stand. Ooh. Remember, it isn't a documentary. It's we know.
Well, you gonna say that? I wish I had a shot every time I say he looked like him. Drink up.
David is riding hard for a movie that he gave a 9.8. It should have been a 10 out of 10. The way you talk,
thank you. Actually, 1,000 out of 10 at this
point.
Why the 2 is missing? Why do you got the 2%? Why you left out the 2%? Huh, David? Huh?
Jovan, he did pretty good. He did great. He just didn't look like him to me, but he did very great. If you check out a movie, check it out and come back to this
as a reminder
to this live stream.
This is what he looked like. This is what he looked like.
He looked like Jermaine.
David.
Jermaine. It's only a 10 out of 10 if it got a 30 to 45 minutes. Okay, just because it needed a few more minutes. I didn't hear you. Thank you. I said thank you, Levi. That's because Wawa was over talking me. But I said thank you. Thank you, Levi. Thank you.
I wish I could pop.
Oh, that's my alarm. That we done went over time. All right, y'all. I thank all of y'all. Thank you.
Another shot.
Thank you, David, for chopping it up with us. I really do appreciate your input. Thank you so much. Jovan, thank you for stopping by. Levi, Q, Anthony, as always, thank you. Everybody else who came in the beginning, shout out to all of y'all if I missed y'all name. Black T, thank you so much. You came in too, gave some input. This is a really great show. And if they come out with a part 2, David, I'm gonna tag you so we can talk.
I need a 2 and a 3 if they keep it that short.
Right at this point, they need to make a series. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful night, and I will catch y'all in the next live stream. Thank you. And we out.
Corey, sit and chat with Corey and Wawa. They been cool since high school and will remain best friends to the end. Hey Wawa, hey Corey, chill for a while with Corey and Wawa. Corey.